Are you ready for the most expensive champion yet? What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing today? Woke up this morning and I asked my wife, what should I do my video on this morning? And she said, what about talking about the most expensive champion? And I got to thinking that I don't know the answer to that. So we're going to have a conversation today, and you guys can let me know in the comments below about what you think the answer to that question is for you, for me, for anyone. Um, right now, there is going on the Progressive Chance event. So it's possible that one of these champions is the most expensive for you. Like, for example, the Archer. Super good. Really, really, really good. And it's possible that maybe you're going all in today as one of your, if not the last possible chance to get these Monster Hunter champions. Now, I am fortunate enough to have all of them. I do have Fatalis over here in the Fragment Summon ready to go. I might summon him during CVC. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to hold off and wait on him, but I did do a bunch of things for CVC this morning. Let's see if I can find him. Okay, I summoned my White King, leveled him up. I wait, no, I didn't summon him. I leveled him up. I summoned White Queen and leveled her up, and I booked both of them. I should probably go and just get the masteries as well. I don't think that I'm going to run it. I think I'm just going to use gems. So if that is the case and you're like me, that you're not going to waste your time in Minotaur, please, Plarium, fix it. Then at least wait until CVC to use the gems on them. I also have Zinogre Blade Master over here as well, and she's ready to go. I've seen some other people doing work with her in Hard Fire Knight, and that's pretty awesome. But I don't think that any of those champions would be the most expensive. I mean, for me, I had to purchase a couple dollars worth of shards for the White King, but not really a lot, and definitely not more than other videos. So let's take a look at my roster and think about who could be the most expensive champion in here. You might say, like, take a look at my +4 champions, but I don't think that that's the answer either. Actually, before we continue this conversation, I'm just really curious how many points I bursted this morning, and I want to share that with you as well, just because I'm curious. So let's come over here to members. 200k this morning. Sick. And that's before I ran anything. That's just with books and summoning and leveling up. And also, my Great Hall, it's coming along. Yes. We got our next level 10 here this morning, which was this one. And then I think that I'm going to go HP next. Probably this one. And I'm actually pretty close to that. We just need to get up to 700. So maybe we'll be able to do the Void HP here. That's probably hiding behind me. Yes. So maybe we'll be able to do the Void HP during CVC as well. But that's been coming along quite well. Now, I'm torn on whether to pull Soul Stones, but I think I'm going to try to hold off. I do really want to fill in this wish list for these legendaries. I have 2 Sulfurions, and neither of them have blessings, which is absolutely shocking to me. White King, obviously, and Trunda, and then, ooh, you know what we can do? I was right there. Why did I go anywhere? I can come over here, and I can put my 5-star blessing on Ancora. Heck yes. I would consider putting a 6-star on her, but I don't know what blessing is going to be best on her. So let me know what you think as far as blessings on her. Probably just sheep, but we'll see. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this most expensive champion, okay? It's definitely not the Candrafon, believe it or not. The Candrafon has come after years. I got one Candrafon, and then, 6 months or a year later, I would get a second one. And the same goes for almost every +4 here. Even Constantine. It's not like I went out and was like, oh, need this +4 Constantine, you know? No. Same thing with like Mikage. Mikage, I just had those champions. I had to put a little bit of effort into it. No big deal. Archer, the Archer pull was pretty lucky. And I did spend a little bit of money on soul stones, but like nothing crazy, at least for me. Terrace Marichka might come into the conversation, but honestly, I just did normal shard pull videos. And then, you know what? Where am I going to put myself on the screen here that I'm going to be like out of the way for this conversation? Maybe over here. So, Terrace and Marichka were pretty lucky pulls. I did spend money to get them, but within a normal budget, and I still, man, I've been rocking this bizarre build on Marichka for a long time, just like stats and speed and resistance. So I need to think about updating that. At the very least, I should get some dust and re-roll this attack percentage over here, but that's another story. Basically, each of these were the result of one shard pool video. Relatively recent to each other. I want to say it was within a couple weeks I got them. It wasn't like back to back. And it certainly wasn't Grazier Iron Gut, who I pulled, like a normal amount of shards for. And then I ended up getting him from like, what, a single pull? A void shard? That was insane. So what about any of these other ones? I don't think like any of the other void legendaries. The Sulfurion video, the first time, I went pretty deep. So I think that it's probably for me gotta be the Helicath. Remember when I did that Prism Shard video? Did the Prism Shard video, and I kept getting Helicath after Helicath after Helicath. I had just sold my business, and I wanted to spend like a chunk of money making kind of a ridiculous video. And I think that that's the most I've ever spent on a video. And then we kept getting all the Helicaths. I plus forward him. We also got the second Newt. And we were looking for the... Who were we looking for? Ah, that's right. We were looking for the Nishak, yes. And the meme. And then I think we didn't end up getting Nishak in that video. But most of the legendaries that I have on this account, and I know that I have a lot of them, okay? I know I have a lot of legendaries. But even if you take a look at like the vault champions in here, like who are people that I don't have leveled up as an example for you? Like Vitreous or any of these Pixniol, Warthog, Genzin. I feel like any of those are the same amount of money basically as any of these other ones. And you could argue that the majority of the champions are from just saving shards. Because I do a very good job, despite the fact that I pay for a lot of the videos that I make here for entertainment and, YouTube stuff. I do a very good job at actually saving shards. To my knowledge, I only pulled shards randomly one time. And that was that was the 20 sacreds without choosing the progressive champion. Oh man, that felt so bad. So bad. That was an expensive video also, but just because I had been saving sacreds for so long, and then I blew them to try to get one of my most wanted champions, which is still going to be Feral. Like, I would still love to have him. But I think at this point, my Hydra teams are pretty well set. I need to get somebody's opinion on that, actually. Let's go ahead and claim these chests in this video as well. See what we can get for you guys, and then we'll wrap up the discussion here. Make sure you let me know what your opinion of this is. I'm just curious. Like, is there something that I'm glaringly missing? Or is it just the prism shards? Because you can't save prism shards. So I think that if you're getting, me, you, whoever, getting champions from prism shards, I think that's gotta be the most expensive, unless you super whaled out hard on like a Void Legendary or something. That's my guess. That's my guess. Okay, so let's go ahead and claim these. And I'm gonna pause and think about what is the thing that I need to finish up the video here. Ah, yes, Hydra champions, because I think a lot of my effort has gone into Hydra. Okay, if we come over here, we're in 3rd place here, but I'm about to bust that up today or tomorrow. Wallet Warriors? Uh-oh. Are they gonna... Wallet Warriors? Are they gonna snipe us over here? Anyway, okay, let me talk about my teams here. So... right now, I'm on 2 keys. We got some people up here. Very nice, very nice. Got 2 keys, and I think that this team is like the most friendly team. I did a video on this. Like, obviously, you might not have Sulfurion, and maybe you're salty because you don't have the Archer, but I think you could replace those 2 with other people. Like, maybe Sulfurion could be the White Queen, for example. That might work. And then the Archer, I don't know who you'd have to do something crazy like Krisk. Like, somebody crazy would have to go in that spot. But this is my personal best, my new personal best on Brutal. So I don't know where any other champions would fit in there. I'm wondering if Turvold would do a better job in this spot or not. And then my Nightmare team, I was messing with a lot. I really thought that the Cupidus was going to replace the Acrisia, but no. And also, I can't take out the Sulfurion because people just die. So I don't know where to fit Cupidus in this team, but if I could fit Cupidus in this team, then it would be balling out. And maybe I just need to take out Cardial, but that seems bad. Maybe I could take out the Krisk? I don't think so. Anyway, if you have an idea of how I can fit in Cupidus into this team, I would absolutely love to hear from you on that. But those are my two teams that I've locked in so far. And I've put a lot of effort into those. But again, I don't think any of those champions, even the Krisk, I guess the Krisk is worth talking about because I got my Krisk from the original champion training tournament. And then later, actually fairly shortly after that, like a month later, I pulled a second one. But the first one I got from champion training. So, I don't know. I would love to hear what your opinions are, but I think it's gotta be the +4 Helicath. I think it's gotta be that. And, that goes along with the Rhodoses I have. That goes along with the second Newt that I have. All of that was that same weekend. That's got to be the most expensive champion on my account. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this conversation, you can tell me about it in the comments below. But shout out to my wife for a cool and interesting idea for a video. And hopefully, actually, let me just say this. Hopefully no champions are that expensive going forward, because that was a crazy weekend, actually. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for sticking around all the way to the end.